by the authorization of the Board of Trustees and the university faculty, I announce the master's hooding and commencement ceremony to be in session. Will the degree candidates and our guests please stand as you are able for the national anthem and the invocation? The flag is at the back of the stadium.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good morning. American writer William Arthur Ward wrote, "Feeling gratitude and not expressing it is like wrapping a present and not giving it." In this season of giving, we come together to express our gratitude for our graduating students. We are thankful for their hard work, achievements, and many contributions to the Maryville community. We give thanks for faculty and staff, colleagues and classmates, parents and partners, family and friends. For these and all who have loved and supported our students, we give thanks. Please be seated.
Good morning and welcome. I am Sherry Pfister, and I serve as Maryville University's Vice President for Academic Affairs. First, thank you, Elizabeth, for performing the national anthem. Elizabeth is a student in Maryville School of Education. Let me also thank each of you who are gathered here or watching on the live stream for witnessing this seminal moment in the academic and professional lives of these master's levels candidates. From any vantage point, it's still a beautiful, if windy, day. We are grateful to be safely gathered after such a tumultuous evening last night. To the candidates, I applaud you for reaching this milestone. I respect and acknowledge the persistence and resilience you've shown to come to this moment. You have without a doubt been a driver of this achievement. I hope you are as proud of yourselves as we are of you. I am also confident that you have been supported in your journey by others in ways too individual and too numerous to list. I expect you have found cheerleaders, counselors, and allies in your partners, family, and friends. I trust that you have been championed by the faculty who have companioned you in your learning and research. Nothing is more satisfying to an educator than their students' success. So this is a fine day for them as well. With that in mind, candidates, I ask each of you to join me and take a moment to appreciate all who helped make this day possible for you. I encourage you to savor this ceremony and this day. It is well deserved. It is now my pleasure to introduce today's commencement speaker, Anne Couillette-Mar. As the Executive Vice President for Global Human Resources at Worldwide Technology, Ms. Mar oversees all human resources functions, which includes talent management, policy development, benefits administration, training, leadership development, and employee relations, as well as managing the company's supplier diversity program. Ms. Mar has over 20 years of human resources experience and has held positions with Enterprise Rent-A-Car and Anheuser-Busch companies. She is chair of the Worldwide Technology Charitable Foundation and is very active in the St. Louis community. She serves on the board of the St. Louis Regional Chamber Association, the St. Louis Foundation, and the United Way of Greater St. Louis. I am also very happy to say Anne has served on the Maryville University Board of Trustees for 7 years. Anne?
Hello, everyone. And thank you so much for that introduction. I am so honored to be here to speak with you today, and it's actually fulfilling one of my dreams. So thank you for the committee for selecting me, and of course, Dr. Lombardi and all of Maryville University. It's been really an honor to serve on the Board of Trustees. I'm also proud to be a member of Worldwide Technology. I've been with the company for 24 years, and it has really clearly been the highlight of my career. Excuse me. So I want to begin by telling you a little bit about me. I am the 12th night reveler. I know what you're thinking. What is a 12th night reveler? Let me start by a reveler. A reveler is a person who is enjoying themselves in a very lively way, a person who enjoys celebrating with other people in revelry. Well, that describes me and my family. I am a native of New Orleans, and I am from a very large family. So now the 12th night. January 6th in New Orleans is referred to as the 12th night. It is the official kickoff of Carnival, or Mardi Gras. It is the Feast of the Epiphany. So the 12th night reveler is one of the oldest carnival crews in New Orleans. They were started in 1890. Throughout my life, 12 has always been a really magical number. I was born the 12th of 13 children. And after 11 normal deliveries, my mother, including 3 sets of twins, had complications with my birth. And they told her that I would not survive. I would not survive the night. And lo and behold, they said, wow, she is a fighter. So I was 2 months premature, and at the time, hospitals didn't have what they have right now for premature babies. But I survived, and they could not believe I survived the night. So I guess that was the start of my journey. Don't ever underestimate an underdog. So I'm the 12th night reveler. I love interacting with people, and certainly growing up, our household was full of noise, and I thrived in that environment. So now you know that I selected the right career being in human resources. So today, please come with me on the journey while I give you 12 lessons that I learned in my life and career. First is work hard. There are no shortcuts, and don't let anyone tell you that there is. This is a lesson that I learned from my father at a very early age. Work ethic was the most important thing if you wanted to succeed in whatever you did. Of course, having 13 kids, sorry about that, having 13 kids, my father was very motivated, so sometimes he had 2 and 3 jobs. But one thing he was focused on and dedicated to was excellence. Be prepared, put in the time, and be good at what you do. In the end, you will be very proud of your accomplishments. Be passionate about what you do or do something else. As you complete this milestone in your education, some of you may have careers, or maybe some people are unsure what they want to do. When you are passionate about what you want to do, you are energized, you're enthusiastic and motivated. It will feel like a calling, not a job. You will also be more committed to the outcome, and the fuel you have on creativity and innovation. Passion can empower the determination in all of us. Failure is an opportunity, not an obstacle. Yes, you will fail. We all fail. But it's how you handle that failure which defines how you move forward. It's okay to evaluate what went wrong and change your approach and your direction, but don't dwell on that too long. Failure is an opportunity to learn, to grow, to build confidence, and it can be a great motivator. You also develop a sense of humility, maturity, and agility. Think back on what happened, pull the lessons forward as you move forward. You can't change the past, but you can change the future. Be a risk taker. When I started at Worldwide, it was a very small company, really like a startup. Believe me, I had lots of people that thought I was really making the wrong decision. But I had the confidence in myself, which helped me make the decision. Taking risks can increase your self-confidence, stimulate creativity, and help broaden your skills while advancing your experience. Get comfortable being uncomfortable. Approach things with a fearless attitude. You have the solutions to your own problems. A good friend of mine who's a CEO, I would go to him from time to time, and he gave me some great advice. He said, bring your manager a solution, not a problem. He said, you know the situation, believe in yourself and make the decision, and others will believe in you too. Education, formal or informal, is a powerful learning, and it should be a lifelong journey. You should be so proud of your accomplishments today, but don't let the journey end. Always be curious and fuel that curiosity with continuing to learn and grow. You have already exhibited a willingness to continue your education that brought you to this moment today. Always reach back and pull someone else forward. Giving back your time and talents can encourage and enable someone else's personal and professional growth. You can also learn from that experience. I've learned so much from individuals that I have mentored. It is inspiring, and it's rewarding, and it creates a mutual beneficial experience. The golden rule, and I know we've all heard it, treat others as you want to be treated, regardless of who they are. Treat people with respect and dignity. My mother always taught us that you have to be compassionate, kind, and give each other grace. These are some of the most important lessons that I learned from my mother, and I pass them on to my own daughters. Remember, you see the same people going up a ladder that you see going down. I encourage you to support your community. There are so many organizations in need, and you can enrich the lives of others. Volunteer your time and talents, meet new people, broaden your perspective, and be a part of making the world a better place. You can also gain a unique sense of purpose by serving those in need. Life happens. Don't feel guilty if you're a working parent. Believe me, I've been there. Sometimes you have to spend a lot more time at the office, or sometimes you have a sick child, or you have a family member in need. Don't feel guilty about this. You know, it is not perfect, and sometimes there's no such thing as balance. Enjoy the ride and have the time of your life. Life is short and full of ups and downs, but you can make it what you want. And finally, believe in dreams. I always wanted to publish a cookbook. For years, I had little scraps of recipes in a folder. After Hurricane Katrina, when many of my family members lost their homes, it motivated me to put that in a cookbook with stories about my family over the years. It was the most fulfilling thing I've done. And my cookbook, okay, I'll tell you, Classic Creole, a celebration of family and food. And finally, this is a dream come true being here today. And my husband's with me, and this was something that I always wanted to do. Speak to students, share my story, Hopefully, I can encourage and inspire you. And so thank you, Maryville, for allowing my dream to come true.
Thank you very much, Ms. Marr. We very much appreciate your thoughtful message and good wishes for the candidates. At this time, I'd like to invite Major Dustin Berry to the stage. Dustin has been invited by the deans of the schools and colleges to represent and address the Maryville candidates graduating today. Major Berry is a decorated officer who has served full-time in the Army National Guard since 2009. He currently serves as a sourcing officer in the Army National Guard headquarters, responsible for managing worldwide military requirements for all Army National Guard Division headquarters, brigade combat teams, and engineer forces. Today, however, we are happy to welcome Major Berry as a speaker and as a candidate for the Master of Science in Data Science.
Good morning. Vice President Pfister, Ms. Marr, and Platform Party, thank you for having me today. It's truly my honor to be here. It's with your leadership and mentorship of this faculty of this university that we students are prepared to take on the next round of challenges before us. And for that, we thank you. It's a great day to be a Saint. I'm proud to stand here with you all, the graduates, and look over the horizon at the road ahead. For it is on that road that you will find your way. Over the last couple of years, we've taken on academic challenges above and beyond those that most will ever experience. Despite the pandemic, drastic shifts in work and school accommodations, health impacts to family and friends, and so many other issues, we have persevered. Regardless of your field of study, you have taken charge of your lives and worked nights, weekends, and holidays to get here, and probably a few overnights if we're being honest. For as great as that is, I'm not here to tell you that we've made it and it's time to relax. For that road I mentioned, it's long. As a former ultramarathon runner and long-distance cyclist, I've always kept the words of Robert Frost close to me. In the final stanza of one of the greatest poems of the 20th century, Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening, he writes, "The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep, and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep." There have been many times in my life that I've uttered those words, whether it was running through the literal darkness of the woods on the second overnight of a multi-day adventure race, or the mental darkness of the last half of a seemingly endless 200-mile bike race. They've provided comfort in their simplicity, while at the same time sparking deep intrinsic motivation. Although today we're gliding down a hill that took great effort to climb, there's a bend up ahead, followed by a trek up the next hill. Whether you're entering the workforce for the first time, changing jobs, or advancing your current career, we didn't put in this effort just to coast along. Regardless of how intimidating this uncertainty may seem, we're ready. Through hard work and dedication, mentorship by these accomplished professors, and the support from your dear family and closest friends, we have laid the foundation required to accomplish the next series of challenges. No matter how lovely the woods are that we sit in today, we have made promises. We've made promises to ourselves. Promises that we have the training and education and the will and the desire to keep. Just as we have over the last few years, we stand today proud to stare directly into these challenges. We face them head on because we have miles to go before we sleep and miles to go before we sleep. Thank you.
Thank you, Dustin. I would now like to call upon the academic deans who will announce the candidates who are present at today's ceremony.
Good morning. I'm Dr. Jennifer Yukna, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences, Vice President Pfister. It is my privilege to present to you the candidates assembled here who will have completed all coursework in the College of Arts and Sciences at Maryville University for their appropriate degrees. Dr. Dustin York and Dr. Wanjin Liu will be hooding our students. Will the candidates for the degrees in the College of Arts and Sciences please rise and come forward? The Master of Arts degree. Madeline Bailey Heinz. Claire Holland. Harold Lynn Fox, Jr. The Master of Science degree. Alyssa J. Blount. Sorry, Ashley J. Blount. I'm so sorry, Ashley. Joseph Benford. Wei Fan. Jinia Gupta. Faiz Ukramala. Peter Felt. Dustin Lee Berry, also receiving the Excellence in Data Science Award. Divya Sanath Kumar. Kuheli Sen. Manohar Reddy, Rami Reddy. Salim Kasai. Kira Lauren Miller. Sing Yi Lee. Andrew Stanowski. Megan Elizabeth Nichols. Christina Diane Shipman McDonald. C.G. Liu. Azde Sinahagi Astover. Brogan David McChristy. Nicole Shannon Kuhlman. Marianne Joy Dela Cruz Liano. Lokanath Patro Pedna. Christopher Pellerito. Nicholas Stow. Ardishorla Latona. Will all the candidates for the degrees in the College of Arts and Sciences please rise and receive our recognition?
Good morning. I am Dr. Michelle Jenkins, Dean of the Myrtle E. and Earl E. Walker College of Health Professions. Vice President Pfister, it is my privilege to present to you the candidates assembled here who have or will have completed all coursework in the Myrtle E. and Earl E. Walker College of Health Professions at Maryville University for their appropriate degrees. Dr. Michael Keener and Professor Karen Schechter will be hooding our students. Will the candidates for the degrees in the Myrtle E. and Earl E. Walker College of Health Professions please come forward? The Master of Arts in Rehabilitation Counseling degree. Rita Ebo. Casey Lynn Ewing. Megan Marie Galloway. Jasmine Lynn Werner. Darian J. Tobias. The Master of Health Administration degree. Christine Marie Ellen Hamilton. Caitlin P. Kirks. Karina Chantel Coteston. Courtney Elizabeth Collins. Kelsey Lynette Rogers. Amy Renee Thomas. Haley Elizabeth Hamill. Jeffrey Allen Castle. Jacora Sharonda Houston. Will all of the candidates for the degrees in the Myrtle E. and Earl E. Walker College of Health Professions please rise and receive our recognition?
Good morning. I'm Dr. Tammy Goschel. I'm the Dean of the John E. Simon School of Business. Vice President Pfister, it is my privilege to present to you the candidates assembled here who have or will have completed all coursework in the John E. Simon School of Business at Maryville University for their appropriate degrees. Professor Cliff Wilkie and Dr. Chris Gordine will be hooding our students. Will the candidates for the degrees in the John E. Simon School of Business please come forward? Master of Arts degree. Brandy Irene Kordelewski. Bonnie L. Rickert. Bonnie is also being recognized as the Outstanding Management and Leadership Graduate Student. Keith Jennings Yavorski. Adrian Nicole Jackson. The Master of Business Administration degree. Danielle K. Harris. Tiffany Glasgow. Kamisha Clark. Therese N. Braddock. Maya Rose Beckemeyer. Miranda Farrow. Jessica Jordan. Maya Renee Lucas. Melissa Ray Barnes. Amy Elizabeth Jung. Rachel Kerwin. Dart Ford Jr. Like that. Angela M. Duclos. Sorry. Jessica M. Michael. Susana Kitzel Alvarez Solis. Tiana Rachel Mullins. Kathleen Nicole Hitt. Awab Tanvir Bati. Michael Corlin. Michael Edward Lynch. Michael W. Lehner. Carol Ann McHale Marker. Gerard Albert Gontier. Arthur Berto Tolan. Jack William Stoll. Misty Trong. Jessica Liana Pearson. Daryl Satterfield. Aaron Emmanuel Sanders. Zachary Kenneth Schragi. Randall Lee Robinson. Gabriel John Nicholas. Jemai Obadiah Williams. Thayer Weaver III. Joseph Darian Paskey. The Master of Science degree. Andre Brent Neal II. Sarah Z. McBride. Allison Claire Wilcox. Carly Jo Hively. Tanira Blackman. Michaela Renee Dawn. Valencia Kane. Grace Michelle Schiefer. Jennifer Lynn Hoffman. Arnold K. Kazadi. Christopher Patterson. Anoop Kulaparayil Baby. Sydney Janae Barksdale. Joshua Philip Noyes. James A. Hunt. Constance Dolores Rogers. Ashley A. Barron. Adna Ismailu Fendic. Nicole M. Passwater. Claire Elizabeth Simons. Rebecca McCoy. Thomas Moore. Casey M. Lee. Rowan Coley. Brett Vogel. Alex Joseph Wacker. Emery Danielle Smith. Muhammad Sanyang. Lawrence H. Wisdom. Dominic Anthony Reggio. Robert W. Barrows. Marco Remack. Diana D. D'Souza. Shannon Lee Cook. Will all of the candidates for the degrees in the School of Business please rise and receive our recognition?
Good morning. I am Dr. Michelle Shappy, Dean of the School of Education. Vice President Pfister, it is my privilege to present to you the candidates assembled here who have or will have completed all coursework in the School of Education at Maryville University for their appropriate degrees. Dr. Lisa Meredith and Dr. Michelle Hunter will be hooding our students. Will the candidates for the degrees in the School of Education please come forward? The Master of Arts in Education degree. Malak Almateri. Obino Coley. Melanie Christina Wilmert. Jennifer Lynn Messmer. Cassie M. Newen. Will all of the candidates for the degrees in the School of Education please rise and receive our recognition?
As Maryville University's Chief Academic Officer, it is my honor to confer your degrees. Will all the degree candidates please rise? By the authority There's enthusiasm. Right now I will confer the degrees and make it official. By the authority invested in me by the Board of Trustees and upon the recommendation of the Maryville University faculty, I confer upon you the appropriate degrees as have been completed or will be completed, and invest in you all of the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations, candidates. You have inspired us with your intelligence, your creativity, your imagination, and your optimism. For your accomplishments, please receive the recognition of your families, your faculty, and your friends. One more time. Before the recessional, we invite Major Dustin Berry to the stage where he will ring the Maryville bell to announce the end of your ceremony today. The bell is from the old Maryville College. It is rung once at the beginning of the school year and once during commencement. Please remain in your seats until the platform party, faculty, and graduates have recessed. Mr. DeSalvo will now lead the benediction.
Please stand for the benediction. American author and disability rights advocate Helen Keller wrote, "Life is either a great adventure or nothing." As we conclude this ceremony, we send you forth with the following blessings as you embark on the next stage of your great adventure. May you have a career that fulfills your ambitions, but also serves the common good. May you face all obstacles with courage and grace. May you give and receive love without limit or exception. Go forth today proud of your accomplishments and seeking wisdom and knowledge as your adventure continues. Congratulations, Maryville graduates.